Today I'm talking about how to deal with others' mental health expectations of you. Hi friends, Daz here. Thanks so much for coming back. Really appreciate it. I make daily videos on mental health, personal development, all that kind of crazy stuff in the middle. So hopefully you can change your mind, change your life. So how can you deal with others' mental health expectations of you?
I don't know.
It's a bit of a mouthy title, I admit, but it's a subject that can really affect you if you have any sort of mental health condition. I know it's affected me in different ways, so that's why I wanted to bring this topic to you and make a video about it. In a situation where you might have a mental health condition, the initial situation is it's that difficulty of whether or not you should open up about it, speak out, because traditionally it's been quite a shunned subject. It's been quite a almost disgrace if you are publicly, if you have a mental if you have a mental health condition and are public about it, it's often been the subject of ridicule and quite a stigma attached to it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
So the initial idea of that fear of people possibly mocking you, but the other side of it, which is probably worse, is people treating you differently, treating you very delicately or like very sort of kid gloves, and they don't want to say anything too dodgy in case you freak out or anything like that. And often that can be really uncomfortable, that situation, for you and for other people. So that whole decision of whether or not to speak out about your mental health condition is a difficult one, and I totally appreciate that.
Well, it's no secret that the best thing about a secret is secretly telling someone your secret, thereby secretly adding another secret to their secret collection of secrets. Secretly.
But the time then comes to either speak out about it, and it's the best decision you'll ever make, without a doubt, or it just comes out, for someone overhears something, but the kind of secret's out and people know about it. Now, either way, whether you've spoken out about it or it's come out in some kind of clandestine way, your secret is now out there. And what you'll find is, as I found from personal experience, is that people are awesome. They really are. They will not fail to amaze you. How amazing, let's just say amazing a few more times. How unbelievably loving, caring, and the support that I've had has been just overwhelming and really humbling. I never would have thought that, because it's traditionally such a taboo subject almost, and as soon as you are open and honest about stuff, bang, people are just there, and it's amazing, the outpouring of love and support and everything. So I obviously totally recommend, if you are kind of suffering on your own, but really speak out, at least speak to somebody and then kind of build up to it maybe. But the more open you are about it, the more people will support you and help and give you the love and kind of hugs, virtual or otherwise, that you probably need. Now let me know in the comments if you've been open about a mental health condition and what experience you had. And I have another video about self-diagnosing your mental health condition, which you can catch up here. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, because it lets me know that you like this content so I can make more of it for you. Now, like most topics I cover here, there is a but, a huge but. I'm not talking about my arse. And the huge but is about being open about your mental health condition, which may seem a bit contradictory to what I just said, but let me explain. Now that but comes in the shape of other people's expectations of you when they know you have a mental health condition. As I said before, there's the potential of them tiptoeing around you, not wanting to sort of upset you or anything like that. There's also the total opposite, which is something that I have experienced and I suppose to a degree continue to experience. Now, I'm super open about my mental health conditions, and I'm also super loud and annoying when I'm not doing my YouTube voice. Olivia, don't know what that is, but that's subject of another video. But I'm quite, I suppose, generally quite a bouncy, loud, annoying person. Now that's quite ironic because ultimately I'm quite introverted, but I think I'm an extroverted introvert. Again, probably subject of another video, which actually I have done another video on this. Probably need to do another one. I'm rambling. But I'm quite sort of outgoing and bouncy and annoying, let's be honest. There's that expectation of that's me, and that is me, obviously. But there's that expectation of me to be normal Daz, as in annoying, stupid jokes, shut the up. That's all cool, that's fine. I'm so open and honest about my mental health condition that I feel I have the right to joke about it and to make fun of it and, you know, that kind of thing in general. But this is a double-edged sword.
The mighty sword of Doma.
Because I'm upbeat and generally so open about it, and that truly is the real me. If you know me, you'll know that's the real me. Then when I'm feeling a bit off, and I'm not talking about super bad, but just a little bit off, you know, low energy and just a bit, there's almost that expectation to be normal Daz. Otherwise, people are like, code red, lock the windows, keep them away from the windows, take away all the sharp objects.
Clinically fed up, boo-hoo.
And that's not the case. I'm just a bit, maybe a bit flat. No, you know, nothing untoward is going on, but I'm just a little bit kind of low energy. I don't want to sort of send people into panic. It shouldn't be, but it is a little bit embarrassing because it makes people feel awkward. So therefore, I feel that there's that expectation for me to be normal Daz, loud, annoying, etc., when I'm perhaps not feeling it. And that in itself is not such a bad thing. But, again, another but. That almost sets a precedent for me, no matter how I'm feeling, to be normal Daz, even if I'm really bad. And that's obviously a kind of a dangerous thing, because then people aren't seeing that I'm struggling and won't therefore possibly step in and intervene and help and offer a helping hand, etc., because I'm not displaying it. So it's a real sort of complex thing, and I'm realizing now that this whole video makes no sense at all.
Wait, what?
Welcome to my head. It's a tricky one because I don't think there necessarily is that expectation from other people, but I sort of feel that there is for me. Therefore, it's madness. Literally, obviously, that's the subject. It's a bizarre thing because I don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable, and yet by being me as I am, they probably wouldn't be, but I feel they might be. So it's all in here, as it always is, and that's the nature of it. It's strange because the other side of it is that once you're open and honest about mental health issues, and that's an amazing thing, the more people do that, the better. Some people are uncomfortable with that, and whilst perhaps people would prefer mental health issues to be less of a taboo subject and less stigmatized, the fact that if someone's super open, it grates with perhaps their value system that they're suffering and they want help and they want it to be less stigmatized, but being stigmatized and kind of hiding it away and keeping it quiet is normal, and that's the comfort zone. So someone who's kind of being very loud and shouty and open about it, like myself and like many other great people, it's hard to handle. And I've also experienced that as well recently.
Okay, what?
Yeah, it's an odd thing to see because it's almost like there's some shame in it, which I get because I think traditionally it was a shameful thing to admit or to have, and now I've crossed over that boundary and I don't believe it is, and I'm happily talking about it and clearly on the internet. Then I find it hard to understand people who are
Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know.
I will do whatever I can to help anyone who reaches out to me. Totally, you know, please do if you are struggling with anything. It's a weird thing that when you are that open, there's the sort of, I said, double-edged sword. There's the people who may treat you a bit differently, I said sort of like, you know, tiptoe around you, and then there's the people who sort of expect you to be that honest, but then when you're not feeling that difficult, and then the third out of the two sides, again, is that some people will find it very uncomfortable that you're so open and upbeat about it. That's the world it is. So I wanted to sort of share this with you, and I know this has got kind of super deep and heavy and basically complex and confusing and my mind. As you've got this far, let me just share something with you, completely off topic but completely random, nothing to do with mental health. My friend Dom was talking about an aftershave or cologne that he has still, and it's a few years old, to be fair, and it's probably an interesting aroma. It doesn't quite smell of death, but it smells of, I don't know. But we'd never heard of it, so we googled it, and yeah, the advertising campaign or slogan that we saw was quite amazing. So let's check out the video.
Sense your long-lasting mandate. Worn by men, loved by women.
I mean, wow. Worn by men, loved by women. What can you say to that? It's bonkers. Thought I'd just lighten things up a bit with a bit of madness, thanks to Dom. But back on point, here we go. So the best way I feel to deal with other people's expectations of you and your mental health is to really disregard those expectations. If you feel there are expectations of you to act in a certain way or be a certain person, ignore it. Just be you. Now, I'm fully aware that I'm super contradictory because I've perhaps been not doing that, and I'm still trying to deal with things. I'm not, perfect in any way or kind of preaching or anything like that. I'm just saying that I'm trying to share my experience and realise that I myself, I'm not following my own advice, which is normal. It's a difficult thing, but you sort of ignore those expectations because those expectations really aren't there. They're what you think people are expecting of you. There's a very high chance that they're not. Kind of deal with those expectations as basically thoughts in your mind and just be you. Be 100% you and ignore those expectations because they're not real, and just be you, be honest. And as I said, something that I also need to do more, and it's a learning process. It just takes time, and yeah, you can only do your best, but those expectations aren't really there. So you be you, not what you think other people think that they want you to be, which isn't a thing. As long as that's clear, we're all good. So that's it for today. Thanks so much if you have made it this far, because this has been a bit rambly, and to be honest, I'm not sure if it makes any sense at all, but I wanted to kind of share this thought and this idea with you. If you haven't subscribed already and like this kind of content and like my videos, please subscribe and hit a comment below, as I said, if you have been open about your own mental health issues and how that's gone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so down here, and check out my other video down here. Remember, live your best life. See you next time. Bye bye.